I've been playing Left 4 Dead 2 since the first game came out, and have used every single weapon, every melee weapon, and to be honest, the game isn't that challenging when using them. In fact, I could probably beat every single campaign in this game with little to no difficulty. On advanced, that is. I'm not the greatest, cut me a break. So, what happens when we take them away? I played through an entire Left 4 Dead 2 campaign without firing a single bullet, specifically the Parish on advanced difficulty. By the way, if this gets 100 likes, I'll do it on expert. Now, this wouldn't be so hard playing with others, so I used the very unreliable AI to guide me through the streets of New Orleans. To insinuate the fact I cannot shoot, I downloaded a mod that basically takes my pistol away, replacing it with a finger gun. Now, using no guns or melee weapons in a game where shooting is vital is hard. But you know what isn't? Hitting that subscribe button, baby! Woo! I promised my mama Pooh when I created this channel, so you hitting the subscribe button goes a long way. With that out of the way, let's get into the challenge. I loaded into the game, said goodbye to the beginner weapons I've used for many years, and set off. I let my AI friends mow down most of the zombies before coming to a realization. I can shove. Now, it's not deadly. In fact, it takes 5 hits to a zombie just to even kill it, unless you're coming up behind it without it noticing. So with that realization out of the way, I carried on, brutalizing a SWAT member before we went. A dude with bad lungs and a long tongue tried to grab me before Nick and I double teamed him. I search a room for anything useful before realizing there's no point and jump down and relax in the jukebox room before making my way to the kitchen, smacking a few zombies on the way. I search the kitchen before playing peekaboo with a few zombies, then quickly make my way to the first safe room of the level. With no surprise, I racked up only 3 kills while Rochelle makes herself useful with 41. That brings us to level 2. The first safe room gives me my first quote-unquote weapon that isn't me pimp slapping a zombie. Ladies and gents, I give you the pipe bomb. In case you have no clue what that does, it attracts all the zombies with a big beeping sound before exploding and killing the horde it attracts. Pretty simple. With my finger gun ready to shoot, I leave the Molotov, only to be greeted by an incoming attack. I use my fist to beat the homeless, then throw the pipe bomb since I'm confident I'll find another one. However, the fella who masturbates all day long didn't like that, so he pummels me to the ground. An edgy teenager who does parkour camps a pipe bomb and proceeds to get cut by bullets. Bomb and finger gun in hands, I lead my friends to a better weapon, and we encounter our first witch. The game wants me to give her attention, so out of spite, I ignore her. The game doesn't like that and spawns in another horde where I'm forced to use my second pipe bomb. Luckily, the horde goes away and I find another pipe bomb. To celebrate, I hit the hardest California girls dance I've ever hit in my entire life. After hitting a way to go rockstar to the fella on a fence, I head inside of a trailer, ready to take on the next challenge in this level, the alarm sequence. After making a hunter attracted to Nick instead of me, I run all the way to the alarm, smacking peasants along the way. An attractive fat woman vomits on me then runs away, leading me to panic hit the alarm disabler. I try my best Mario impression on a few zombies and then head to the safe room, not realizing Nick sucks too much to join us. After the AI scares me by teleporting through the door, the level ends. I end with 41 kills thanks to the bombs, while Coach ends with 148. That brings the train along to level 3. After Rochelle hits the dance move I taught her, we move once again into the 3rd level. Now, at this point, I'm a little nervous, only because we've yet to encounter a tank, and with only 3 AI teammates firing at it, I'm not sure how it goes. Nonetheless, we tank on. I spot the woman who barfed on me earlier before getting spat on by her jealous skinny friend. I pretend to shoot the runner before proceeding to smack her. My friends wanted a piece of the pie, so I let them have it, those greedy cowards. While my friends reap what they sow, I gather a side item for my teammates, explosive rounds. Unfortunately, I can't equip them into my hands, so I just leave it alone. In the next room, I find weapon number 2, the Molotov. My fears from before went away as I knew I could use it on the big guy. That attractive fat lady's twin sister rolled up in her whip and acted exactly like her sister before. The guy with lungs also comes back for revenge and even gets me for a second, leading a tiny crowd of zombies to us. After that shock, we drop into the sewers. Nothing too crazy happens until I get to the cars. Now, this scene normally gets a lot of people screwed. Shoot the cars with alarms, attract a horde. Find a car with no alarms, hop over them. Any minute's input and you're going down. I couldn't even get to the cars before Rochelle gets caught vaping and goes down. As if the cars part wasn't stressful enough, a roided up country boy decides he wants to join the party. I throw the worst Molotov throw in history, get smacked once, teabag the ground to avoid its rock brother, and achieve a victory blow that came in the form of California girls. It was definitely me that killed him, not these four. After avoiding getting bombed by Biden, I slip and fall, leading to a smack battle between me and my left nut. I beat it quickly, find another Molotov, and ran through the cemeteries before I saw dead people. I played jump around with a hunter, smacked the titty of a lady boomer, and lead my friends to the safe room, ending the level with an impressive 14 kills, starting level 4 with confidence. The next level starts, but not before a quick dance break with the homies. We continue our trek through the streets before I trade my Molotov with a pipe bomb. I watch a charger disappear into his basement, get puked on again, play violent pool with the locals, and proceed through another building before getting to the next obstacle in this campaign, the parade float. Now, this part isn't normally hard, so he made short work of the Mardi Gras enjoyers before I notice a young man, possibly drunk, stuck between the float and the building. Like the gentleman I am, I put the poor soul out of his misery. Unfortunately, it seems like the game wanted me to keep him alive, as my brief walk through the streets turned into terror, thanks to the director. Not before I dance break for my self-esteem. A depressed, starving woman spawned in, making my walk stop. Out of annoyance, I flash her, hoping she'll see the light and realize she's not alone. Unfortunately, I blind her, causing a fit of rage and my inevitable death. Thanks a lot to my AI teammates for not having my back. With a quick reset, I was a little unhappy, causing me to run through the crowd like a man possessed. That same vape addict that hurt Rochelle and touched me earlier is back to touch me again, getting saved by another one of its victims, Rochelle. Once again, I'm met by the same crying woman from earlier. Not learning my lessons from before, I flash the crying woman, but this time out of anger, before a smoker causes another horde to arrive. A charger attacks Rochelle, and I try to tell him that Rochelle doesn't consent. A swift journey through the pool room, and we meet a hunter who tries to put in an application to join the friend group. I hate edgy teenagers, so I beat him to death. I continue through an apartment before genuinely getting jump scared by a tank. We as in Nick, puts in his best effort to make sure the tank doesn't go on vacation before starting another parade. This time, more alcohol got handed out and the patrons got a little more aggressive as all of my teammates were put to red health. Coach gives Nick a little rub and we go on. Unfortunately, I join the red health gang with a little help from my right nut, and with some miracle I find a health pack. This makes me and Coach happy as we dance once again. The rest of the level goes on as normal, and while Rochelle slowly makes her way to the safe house while the men take a rest, I ponder on the difficulty of the level ahead, with the shutting of the door and the level coughing up an impressive 37 kills. Those 37 kills mean nothing, cause now, we're on the bridge. The bridge is the encore to this level. We have to fight our way on a busted bridge while zombies run at us from the other side. The military gives us 10 minutes to run, waiting with an attack helicopter to rescue us. With my pipe bomb in hand, the bridge lowers and we begin our escape. Progress is quickly hindered as I go down due to poor lungs, and after tossing the worst pipe bomb in history, we approach the tank. Now the tank on this level is super dangerous since it can hit cars at us and hit us off the bridge. Well, that's exactly what he did. It takes less than 30 seconds for the big guy to disrupt the run entirely, and with the help of no one, he clears us 4. Emotes over my dying body, and we're set back to the start of the level. Now, you'd expect the last level of the entire campaign to cause us problems. Just look back at that last attempt. It was gonna take a miracle to carry my teammates all the way to that helicopter. Or so I thought. I prove I'm a good bottom by letting this jockey ride and suck almost all of the life out of me. I give Rochelle a pat on the back for learning how to levitate. I throw the worst pipe bomb in the world, part 2. I get thrown up on by the attractive fat lady's mother. Stage dive into a bunch of zombies that really didn't appreciate it. Finally, after playing patty cake with the charger, we approach the tank. Now this one was a lot easier to deal with since I prepared beforehand with the Molotov. He was necessarily light work compared to his heavy frame. Just like that, the end was in sight. I pick up a weapon accidentally while trying to get health, but put it away, making my last moments on this level be with just me and my finger. The last obstacle was in the way, the same obstacle that put my first run on this level to a halt. But, like a prime Devin Hester on special teams, I dodged everyone, watching my friends get blasted by the linebacker tank. And in the end, only me and my only opportunity to repopulate left in the chopper, completing the challenge. The final stats were the most interesting to me. A little less than an hour with 2 deaths, lots of incapacitations, lots of grenades, and the least amount of kills I've seen on a Left 4 Dead 2 campaign ever, ending the entire campaign with only 143 kills. All in all, this challenge was a ton of fun. It definitely makes you rely a ton on the AI bots. Ways I could see this getting more difficult is if you joined a lobby of people who are doing the exact same thing as you, with no one shooting guns or using melee weapons, or not being able to use any grenades whatsoever, or just doing it on a harder difficulty. And just like that, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. If not for me, do it for my mother. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye bye.